Hello and welcome to Strategy by Gamers to the GBHL YouTube channel. Here with your host GBHL Jamie.
GBHL James!
You're back on Speak Friendly Question.
I certainly am, slightly more tanned.
Yeah.
Slightly more tanned. It's good to be back, and as you can see I've completely forgotten all of my lines. So, so Jamie, who's been holding the fort very well.
Yeah, with Damien and Tom.
Yes.
And Jay Finnegan and Billy Fitzmaurice.
Yeah, you got your special guests in there, which is always a bonus.
Thank you guys for helping out.
Yeah, thank you to you guys. Good opportunity for me to give a massive thank you as well to all the members of the community that sent me such lovely messages before my big day.
And you got a banner up on the group as well. Did you see that one?
I did, I saw that, yeah. I showed it to Jane and she was like, geeks. No, she was very, very impressed. Thank you so much everybody for such nice messages. It really meant the world to us, and of course we had a great day. Thank you very much for coming as well.
Right, you're welcome.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, thank you to Jay for buying all my beers. He bought like every round bowl one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. This is Guild Ball Informer Jay, in case you weren't aware of that. No, it was a good day. We've got a fantastic photo of you dancing with someone.
Yeah.
It's a great photo, which is, I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
That's actually been taken by the wedding photographer, so she got it on the slide. It's a dead good photo. So if you want to purchase that, you can purchase that from my website. But it's a really good photo.
So in case anyone can't see this below the level, there's a dog running around.
Whoa.
It's not just a dog.
This is not just a dog.
Well, that's T. Stay away from that.
What we have here is he's a new host.
A new host.
A new GBHL host.
He's a GBHL North's mascot.
I'd actually like you all to meet someone who's become a very special part of my life and Jane's life. This was my wedding present to Jane. She's been very broody. I'm not going to lift up a baby, by the way, but she's been very broody for a couple of years.
Get off the red watch.
I would like you all to meet. It's Mr. Bilbo. Bilbo. This is Bilbo. This is Bilbo. He is our new puppy, and it's like having a baby. It's really like having a baby. It kept me up all last night. I know it's the Speak Friendly question has been quite short in comparison while I've been away.
Stuff like this.
It's stuff like this where we've not even, 3 minutes gone and we've not even started looking at the questions. But I'm sure you'll see a lot more of Bilbo, because any video that I'm in over the next period of time, he is going to have to be in it, because it's very time intensive training a puppy. Okay, so let's get to it.
Yep.
Who have we got first?
It's Billy Fitzmaurice.
Billy Fitzmaurice. Some good videos with him in.
Yes, some very good back reps. He says, as someone who doesn't drink, I find it very disrespectful that you guys are drunk on the channel. Drinking is bad. You didn't watch last week's edition.
Hang on a minute. What is this? Do we need to have a standards meeting?
I think we do. Basically, last weekend, Jay Finnegan and I were running the Guild Ball at Toy Soldier events.
Yeah.
And we kept putting off the recording the Speak Friendly question until the very last minute. After the night out on Saturday at 1 AM, we came home and were like, you were staying at mine, so we were like, we need to record Speak Friendly question.
Fair play for doing it.
Yeah, so we got through it. And you can see from the very, very beginning, it's really noticeable on Jay. Like, I mean, I can see when I'm drunk on camera, but on Jay, it's just sort of...
When you're drunk, you get this gap that widens in your teeth.
This is a smile and...
It's because you are a happy drunk.
Yeah.
There are we're not condoning drinking it, but there are a few videos of you drunk on the channel or just lying around.
Yeah.
I've seen a one or two, but at least you got it done. Fair play.
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning, drinking shows a dedication. This is a good opportunity for me to make a public service style announcement thing. You are all aware, or I'd actually like to make a thank you to you guys, sort of from me looking at Jamie, because of course you all know that it looks like he's going to be leaving his job.
Oh yeah, the Patreon account.
The Patreon, and I know that you've said thank yous and stuff a million times, but can I just say how absolutely awesome that is that for you guys who have backed him. Of course, that's been something that we've been aiming for a while, is to be able to have some form of regular income where one of us can, or two of us, if you want to give any more money. It'd have to be quite a lot more to be fair.
Can't cover rent first.
That's
the golden goal, get the rent paid.
To give you an idea, guys, the UK minimum wages, and we're about 5 times off that, I think. But absolutely amazing, so thank you to you guys for doing that for Jamie.
Yep. And for the guys in there, the dice have been ordered, t-shirts I'm designing, and the start of the people who donate $10 each month get access to a back rep that's only going to be posted via Patreon.
That's
that
cool.
I'm going to sort out.
It's got that function.
Yeah, it's got that function on it.
Nice. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah. You can set it so I think it's $3, $5, $10. You can set that certain patrons will see certain posts you make.
That's really good.
And I am going to be doing a Ruffians Battle Company thing for one video a month, probably release out to the patrons.
I think that's a great idea.
I think the first one is going to be released on the channel, so I can try and promote it a little bit, and then all future ones will be Patreon only.
These guys will do it anyway. I know our first day subscribers and the rest of them. I know how loyal they are, and they'll definitely do that. Yeah. I think that's a really, really good idea. And if you remember Battle Companies are great fun. It was probably most fun for me because I didn't have a clue what was going on.
What's the story? What's the story?
So what's happening today, Jamie? And then models get brought out. I just got to roll some dice and a bit of cheating, casually, you know. That was really, really good fun. That'd be great. So keep an eye out for Battle. If you like Battle Companies, back Jamie's Patreon, and you get special Ruffians Battle Companies.
Yes. I was also thinking because we're going to the Nova Open, aren't we? Nova Open, the tournament in the USA. The Longbottom Carnival, the 700 points, is a good sort of warm-up tournament for us. So you know, if you guys can let us win that, get like sort of when you put a
one winner of Longbottom
champion fighter up against like some newbie, just build up his hopes.
How good would that be? A 1-4 finish.
I know.
That's been close before, hasn't it? Haven't we had like? I'm sure we've had that before, where like all four of us have been
up there. Yeah,
been up there.
At least me, you, and Tom, Damien went up there. Thomas probably fluffed it somewhere.
I'm sure there might be one where he did all right-ish, and I can't remember.
But so between the Longbottom Carnival and the Nova Open, we've got some time where we're actually staying at Damien's because it makes more sense to do that rather than drive up north, drive back down south. And during that time, I was thinking we could finally get our 4-way Battle Companies recorded.
What an amazing idea! Yeah. I'm up for that. Is that something that you guys would like to see? Let us know in the comment section below. This is very, very important. Let us know in the comment section below. It's a great idea. I've now got to try and wangle a couple more days.
Oh.
Yeah, I've not asked permission. But to be fair, I already need a holiday. I already need, Disney was amazing. I'd reckon if you've not done Disney World, do it. Got it down to a fine art. Just, they don't miss a trick. But I'm exhausted. I've come back and suddenly have a baby. So... what was the damn question?
So there wasn't a question, that was just Billy Fitzmaurice saying we shouldn't be jumping on the channel. So this is 7 minutes in already.
Speak Better question is back!
Next up we've got Quinn the James Slayer Duggan. He says,
not miss this guy.
Time for an army question. Thorin with Oak and Shield on pony. With the Oak and Shield on pony.
Good, right. Solid.
Yep. 5 warriors of Erebor with shield, 6 with spear and shield. Dwalin with pony. With solid. The same, Balin, 6 warriors of Erebor with shield, 6 with spear and shield, and then Alfred.
It's really good, apart from Alfred. But no, that's really good.
It's just
what's the points on that?
It's about 100, 200.
When you do these lists, we don't mind you that much.
Put your points total at the very end. Don't put them individual costs, but put the points total. That way we can sort of.
Then we're like, oh, that's a good 700 point list, or that's a good 1,000. Because sometimes we're there, and Jamie, very quickly, it has to be said. But I won't ever do that. I'm not going to sit here and do that. So
I think it must be on about 500 points.
It's over to get 3-4 warbands of dwarves and the 3 here. I know Balin's cheaper, but to get Dwalin and
so 120, 220.
That must be 600-700.
300 points on heroes about, and then 110, 110, 112. So yeah, about 500, 600 points probably. Yeah.
Okay, let us know. If you do army lists, make sure you do that, guys.
Yeah. And now he's been using on a Mirkwood army list and was wondering how we could structure it for 600 points. The army may look like this. Legolas with cloak and armour, Thranduil, Rumil, 4 guards of the Fountain Court, 32 wood elves with 12 with bow and spear, 10 or 20 with spear, elven blades, 10/20 spears or elven blades. What do you think I should do equipment and warband wise? So that's what he can afford in total.
Mm-hmm.
How should he split it up? So you got Legolas, Thranduil, Rumil, 4 guards of the Gladron Court, 32 wood elves, 12 with bow and spear, 10 or 20 with spear with 1 piece of equipment.
12 bow and spears good. I think spears are important, and just maybe 1 or 2 elven blades. You don't need those.
How my warbands are structured, it seems you can actually do with 2 of your warbands here, is to take 4 bows in each one, so that's your 12 bows sorted, 3 blades, 3 spears, and 2 guards of the Gladron Court in each one.
Yeah.
Start off that through the wall ones and just throw the rest into the other.
Yeah. There you go.
That's how I do it.
From whatever. You're not 100% certain what kind of list you're going to take over to America yet, are you?
No, not yet. As of yet, undecided.
Do you agree with me? I rang Damien the other day just saying hello, and it feels like there's a bit something on this.
I know.
So I feel a bit like I'd be very embarrassed to go over there.
And not do very well.
That'd be awful.
We're not paying all this money to go over there for fun.
No, I want to win this board. They're great prizes.
Or Smaug. Is the option. If you don't want the board, you can win Smaug.
I got a Smaug.
You got a Smaug.
No, sorry, I don't have a Smaug. Bilbo, do not tell your mother. Do not tell Jen. Nick Quinn, I actually think that you're very good at writing lists. I think, especially recently from my own mind, he's written some good lists where we've gone, that's solid. You come up with some good solid lists.
Stick to a list. I think it'll be the next step up for you.
And then learn to play that army for a period of time. It's quite therapeutic, isn't it? So he loves you, Jamie. He loves you. And stick to it and learn to play it. Learn to play it in scenarios. I'm sure I've seen a picture of Quinn at the Awkward Taking of Smaug, which was the
he was that,
camp away event where Ed Ball won
Smaug, yeah.
What tremendous prize that is.
That was the same weekend as the Guild Ball tournament, and it was such a sunny, nice weekend. I was really sort of in my heart of hearts like, I really want to be there.
They were doing sports. Was this a joke?
Bill was going for the wires. It's the Lonely Island thing. Have you seen
Yeah, that's right. He listens to me. You better listen to me. That's right. Just like a person, really. Yeah. Don't mess with me.
Have you seen who the Lonely Island are? So they're like a comedy band. They're quite big.
No.
Okay. Well, they've got a song called Sports. Basically, it's 2 really nerdy guys trying to play sports, but it's really you have to watch it on YouTube.
Right, okay, I'll watch that on YouTube.
Then you'll understand the reference to it all.
Yeah, alright, that's cool. I actually thought like they were genuinely doing like sports and stuff. I thought that sounds like really good. Like I'd like to do that. I'd like to come down, get involved in that. Might do a hopeless tournament, but might win that.
Next up we got Owen Wright, and this is either in reference to something later on because we are on the phone, so it could be out of order, or reference to something I said. But Owen Wright says, Really? So I don't know what that was in reference to, and I can't remember last week for any questions, so I don't know if it's anything on there either.
Brilliant. How's it going, Owen? I saw his face. He put a Facebook status up yesterday about his dog clashing heads with it. Have you ever clashed heads with a dog?
Oh no, we rub heads together.
No. When your dog is like stupid and accidentally bangs its head into you, like when it's running or something.
Oh right.
And the skull, it's like being hit with a brick. The dog's head is really hard. Like, but Bilbo's obviously a very small brick.
Yeah.
He's got such a hard skull. I empathised with you, Owen.
Next up we got Ian Marley. He says, it's actually your ex-pal Steve Crow that says, don't be afraid of trying it, be afraid of liking it. But a Guild Ball question. When picking union members to go with your team, do you choose a member that offers something your normal team doesn't, or a member that can duplicate similar abilities your team already has to overwhelm your opponent with your strengths?
Okay.
So, in the games that I've played of Guild Ball, I'm a fisherman player, so it's all about scoring goals. But I find they struggle generating momentum. So momentum, for the guys who don't know, imagine when you roll priority, you use momentum like might points to increase your score, and then you can choose if you go first or second.
I really like that mechanic. I actually think a mechanic like that would work quite well in a sort of mass battle game.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're doing well, you carry on doing well. So I've included a character called Gutter, who's very, very aggressive, which you can go in there, just put sort of 3 influence, which is a mechanism again to see how much you can do in a turn,
right.
And she'll just hit things, and she'll generate probably three momentum a turn for me, which means that it supplements what else the team do.
Yeah.
And the fishermen don't hit hard, so she can go off and score VPs by killing people for me. So I'm patching up a weakness in the team with my union members, whereas I know some people like to throw them all, like butchers will throw all the hitty characters in to maximise their strengths. So I think it depends on how you want to play the game and how confident you are.
Yeah, I personally I would look at it and say, It completely depends on which team. But I've not played enough really to make a big cut. But it depends which team, because certain teams they might be strong in a particular area, but just making them better in that area isn't actually going to help them win the games against what they're going to come up against. It might be better to bring things in which is going to patch up their weaknesses, and I think maybe something like the Fisherman, stuff that can stop big hitters, you know, hold up play, a bit more control.
For me,
as well.
you played Butchers. For me, Gutter went in and held up, bore their big guy.
Oh yeah, that's tough to do.
And the captain for the entire game.
Well, that's a man of the match performance.
So she was my MVP for that game. She ended up dying at the very end because it forced the captain to pop his legendary.
It was worth it.
Do it. Yeah, it was worth it.
That was worth it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a really good game, and you know, some of you might be like, I just played The Hobbit, you know. Yeah. Very much in my mind have been like that in the past. If you get a chance to check out Guild Ball, do. It's really, really good fun, and it's likely in the Hobbit scene at the moment because there are a few of us who are picking up the game. Did you get a little pickup game at a tournament?
Yeah, 3v3. All the models, like the actual models themselves are available, but you can download the paper dolls templates, and all the rules are free online as well, so it's not a cost prohibitive game to get into.
And there's some the models are really nice, and there are some amazing, like weepingly amazing paint jobs out there on some of the Guild Ball groups, and it just makes you want to cry.
It's like I was happy with my painting of them, and then
the painting's pretty good of them.
And then
you see,
and then I saw these guys, and I was like, I want to just send. That's why I sent my Mason's team down to Yggdrasil.
Yeah, you just.
It's like, there you go.
That's out.
That's out. But you can paint them now.
God, just hearing all these names again, can I just say, is making me very happy. Like all these people coming up. I'm having a good time.
Next up, we got Joe White. He says, "Hi guys, if you had Legolas and new Thorin in a list, who would you give Orcris to?" And I believe this was actually answered by a member of the community. I think Legolas has to have it.
Yes.
There's a special rule.
Certainly does.
Yeah. So that has been answered for you, Joe. Next we got Matt Patterson.
Thank you very much. So we got Matt Patterson, and he says, thanks guys for last week's answer. I know you guys love Army List so much. It's not, well, I just don't mind it. You love them.
I don't mind them.
In fact, you've always said that that's one of the parts of the game that you really enjoy. Is
list building. It's just when you get lists that are just lists of things, not...
You're going to have a fun time with Age of Sigmar then, aren't you? No list building structure at all.
Points? What are points?
What are points?
Don't use a base, measure from the feet.
I've seen a few not so great bat reps of it, like that. I've obviously tried to play it like old Warhammer in it, but there is a really good bat rep on miniwargaming.com done by Steve the Mountain, because they've obviously play tested it a few times and been like, this isn't working, and it's clearly a game that could probably get broken quite easy.
Yeah.
And it's a game you've got to communicate with your opponent before.
Pre-game.
And what kind of game you want to have.
How many models you bring in? 5,000. I can't do that. Well, that's what I'm bringing.
Yeah, you can't do that. It's like, well, we're not going to play each other. It's got to be a kind of game. Like, what kind of game do you have? Should you have like small games? Should you get this in? It encourages that, and that's probably the best bat rep I've seen so far. So you've put. He has a cheeky one for a stay. Gilgalad shield, Glorfindel armor. That's a good start. Twins armor, Arwen and Eristor. Maybe a banner 2, but the crew would have to go basic for 600 points. We're trying any suggestions?
I potentially drop, was it Eristor or Arwen and give them all horses.
Yeah.
We're going all hero.
Yeah, it's the answer that we give a lot of the time when it comes to heroes. Horses are such a huge...
horses.
Horses are such a force multiplier on a hero in strategy battle game that it should be one of the if you can take it, you find a way to either you drop in a warrior usually.
Yeah.
If you've got to drop a warrior and a bit of equipment, then it's worth it.
Definitely.
It's Wobchika. I'm saying it right now.
I know Wobchika.
Wobchika. Stephen Denby.
I think so. Yeah.
I like Stephen Denby. He's a nice guy. He does karate.
What would you guys say are a good supplement to Rivendell Knights? More Rivendell Knights. Just more Rivendell Knights. I have the twins and was considering a wizard on horse, but was unsure whether to use Gandalf. Blinding light seems very useful for skirmishing, or Saruman, more powerful than offensive. Haven't we had this question on our GBHL thread?
Hang on a minute. Did I ask this question, or did you do it when you were drunk?
It was you. You asked this question the other day.
Have you typed that in on my behalf? Who was it?
Wobchika.
Oh, Wobchika. Okay, so the reason why this is relevant is because I'm probably going to be taking Rivendell Knights over to the Nova Open. I think it was Akathon who asked in one that I couldn't I wasn't here. I'm sure I saw it before I went away. It was like, why the Rivendell Knights, by chance, or maybe it was in my hobby blog.
Yeah.
And my answer was, instead of the Rohan, was that for how long the games are.
2 hours, and the second day 3 hours in the final rounds. You can skirmish for a long time.
It's the kind of game. It's also with the Rohan, to do the skirmishing and to have your hitters in there like your Sons of Ale. You look at it and you think, well, actually, I'm having to buy the Son of Ale for the same points as the Rivendell Knight, and then effectively pay an extra 40 points for a Westfold Red Shield, where I could have a better bow, better fight value. It's just a more complete thing. Whether to take Wizard has come up a lot, actually. There's different opinions.
I actually was speaking to Ed and James Braun about this because we were discussing lists. I was like, right, guys.
Different opinions?
Yes, both Ed and James vary their opinion on what to take. Ed said
he says more knights than me.
He suggests 2 captains on like 23 knights, I think it is, works out at. And James Braun, who's used them and had them with good success, says you should take 16 and Sauron the White on horse. It allows you to blast and gives you that sort of 18-inch range of mobilise on their big thing, and doesn't get you in. And also it gives you a way to deal a bit more reliably with fell beasts.
Yep. I initially went with the idea of a wizard. I mean, initially I wanted to do something that was like kind of fluffish. I was like, well, Gandalf and.
He was there. What if he had a horse?
No.
Okay.
Gandalf the Grey, and do Elrond lead into our. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But I like the idea of like Gandalf and Elrond, and I get to use the Shadow and Flame model, and then more as we got getting closer. Like, no, let's try and be competitive.
You gotta be competitive.
Got to be competitive.
Queen and country.
Oh yes, we need to get some t-shirts done for sure.
I'm still keen for the red coats. I was looking at them.
Even if it's a red t-shirt.
A
red polo shirt. They're quite sharp.
It wasn't the sharp. It was the fact that they should put down the pressure.
What are you doing, you sausage face? Behave yourself. So yeah, and then I was like, right, I'll take a couple of captains, and I'll take a wizard. And the wizard thing, because you look at it and you think, what's going to be against an elite troop like that? What's going to damage an elite troop like that the most? Heroes.
Shooting heroes.
Yeah. So I was going on the Gandalf side, so protect, because then you've got the blinding.
You've got blinding lights. You protect you.
So you protect your force, but Saruman is so good for his points, much more offensive. Has got the range to deal with the things with the 18 inches and all that kind of stuff. Oh, no teeth.
It's like, bite me.
You're hurting my goblin.
Bite me and then lick the wound. That's what it was there.
So yeah, I was going down the Gandalf route, and I think I still might.
Yeah, Gandalf just gives you that little bit more security. I mean, it costs you another bow, but then like I was thinking this, like you drop the bow, but then how many more shots do you then save because you got cast blinding light? How many horses do you save because you got blinding light?
That was my thing, because it's so. I think when you get hit, if someone does even get a lucky shot through, it costs you that much more. So I think the protection side of it, and of course smell might be there. Blinding light will be important for that. I think
definitely.
With the brief fire. I think that side of it's more important. Ed did say to me, he was like, "Oh, I'd max out. I'd get more bows."
25 per shot. That many bows is obscene.
Yeah, strength 6, and when people are hitting you back,
defense 6, strength 3.
No, strength 3 bow.
Yeah.
Did I say something different?
Yeah, he says strength 6.
Oh, right,
That's like strength 6.
That'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Fours, boom.
That would be cool. So yeah, I think I'm going to go down the Gandalf. But you mentioned that you might take Rivendell Knights as well.
I'm considering it. I think for the game length.
But what if I don't get all mine painted in time? I'll
just borrow the communities. I was also thinking of potentially asking Jake Lair to borrow his Lake Town and proper spam it up.
Wow.
Like 52, but I don't think I'd be doing that.
No, you want to use something that you're comfortable with.
I think for me it's probably going to be the Grey Company.
Really?
Yeah.
More than
all elves.
More than all else?
Yeah. Because in the Grey Company version I've got cast blinding light.
Okay, yeah, I think blinding light's
and more shots per turn. And what I found in the past when I used the Grey Company Wood Elves is that having the 2 strengths of bow is really handy. So let's say I play against Damien. I've just, because he's got the 2 defence values, it works for me. He's got his Berserkers at defence 6 and his Ferals at defence 5. Now he'll typically put the Berserkers on the front and the Ferals behind. I can shoot the strength 2 at the defence 6.
Yeah.
Because it's 6 is either way.
6 is either way, yeah.
And then it sort of opens up the belly, which then the L's can shoot through into and hit the defence 5 stuff. And it's worked for me in quite a few tournaments. Well, when I had them doing that.
Yeah. Do it. I think blinding might be important. Can we all please not play? It's not Swiss ranked, is it? Random opponent.
I don't know. I guess Swiss ranked, isn't it? I assume it's Swiss ranked.
Please, can none of the Brits play each other?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll sort it out for us.
Even if two of us have won all of our games,
except for probably the final.
And we're due to meet in the final. Yeah, just make us play other people anyway and go down to VPs. We don't like playing each other.
No, I will. If it was the final, then I think if it was the final, it would be interesting if it was the final. We're on top 2 tables together. Probably not going to happen. But we're sort of almost guaranteed 1, 2, 3, 4 then. So you don't want other people.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Next up, we've got Johan Galdes. He says, "Well done, Jamie and guest. All of the
Jamie and guest.
It's
definitely a memorable one.
It's reversed this now, isn't it? From a couple of weeks back, where I was there. Yeah, and if Jamie's there.
Yeah, it has actually. It has.
And
a nice reverse actually.
And all the rest of the GBHL channel. After following this playlist for months, or is it years, I finally caught up with the backlog in time for a question. James and Jamie, you and your banter has kept me company while I was working with my microscope for nearly an hour, so thank you and well done."
What do you do for a living? I'd like to know.
Or maybe microscope for them. Painting, right? No, that's a magnifying glass, isn't it? A microscope. Now for my question. My Lord of the Rings and Hobbit collection is nearing its completion, and I am now happy to say that I own most of the armies. The new factions, which I wasn't planning to get, include the Woses. However, what is your opinion on them? Am I justified in feeling tempted to buy a box of them? Also, I think these questions sort of are different, so we'll answer those first.
What is this?
What is your opinion on them, and am I justified in going to buy a box of them? Yeah, you definitely should do. I mean, they're cool models just to have.
They are cool models to have. I want to get some.
You can drop them into Allied Forces. They're in the Return of the King scenario book, and I think they're like £25 for the metal box or something.
The metal box.
So I think it's well worth getting if you've got the cash to do it.
I think they're cool. Have you seen James Baldwin's?
Yeah, they're beautiful. Seen them in the flesh.
You talented boy, you.
No.
They're really nice.
He's doing bits for Guild Ball Informer. He's doing a whole section on Hobby.
Oh, I know. I've seen it.
Cool.
I did catch that. It was very good. Good to see.
And he said, Johan says, also, what is your opinion on green stuff?
I've never used green stuff. It seems like it'd be a really good thing to use.
Yeah, I mean, I've bought green stuff in the past and I'm awful with it. Like, absolutely terrible. But liquid green stuff is amazing.
Yeah? Just like filling gaps.
Filling gaps. Because you just sort of smack it on your model and then wipe it off the joint you want to, and because it squashes in, and the rest of it just comes off, so.
Right, that's cool. I might get some of that then.
Liquid green stuff I recommend.
There you go.
Yeah.
A better person to ask about sort of the qualities of green stuff and stuff would maybe be Stephen Crow. He uses a lot of green stuff because he's always chopping stuff up. Or even Dave Fredericks of Shadow and Flame, our channel sponsor, so go check out their Facebook page.
He says, cheers, Johan from Malta. P.S. Congratulations, James and Jane, for your wedding, and good luck, Jamie, with your new venture.
You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dreadnought369, he says, what has been your favourite tournament?
Ooh.
I think the Longbottom Carnival's have been mine. I think I've actually still got last year's. Oh, sorry, that looks good. Is that the way around?
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
The engraved thing from last year. Do I get discount with that or something?
Longbottom Carnivals, yeah, they do run a good event.
Yeah, it's more scenarios and just they tend to do a theme for it as well.
Like that, and be going to it this year, which is good. I don't think I've been to a Longbottom Carnival actually. I think I've been to that other event. I went to Shadow and Sorcery.
Shadow and Sorcery. I think Longbottom Carnival is the oldest independent tournament going.
Wow.
I think that they started like the year before the channel started going.
I'm looking forward to catching up with. Well, it feels like I've not seen Damien Grantham for ages because he always seems to be playing rugby.
Yeah.
Like during anything else, but it'd be nice to see Chris again as well because at doubles we were all up on the roof and.
Yeah.
That was good fun. My favourite tournament.
It's either the extremes. It's either for me the south or the north. Like I really like the ones at Stirling.
I think it'd be unfair for me to pick out a particular. I can't, because they've all been great for different reasons. Because I really enjoyed going and meeting everyone for the first time at Preston, you know, but it had a bunch of things that weren't great about it. You know, everything's got its pluses and its minuses. Yeah. Going throwing a skulls first time was a hell of an experience. That
doesn't look like we're getting one this year though, does it?
No. Going throwing a skulls, hosting our own is always fun, but that doesn't count. I always like travelling down to East Grinstead, although it's an absolute pain for me to get to because it's miles.
It's so far.
It's so far away for us. Sterling was great.
Yeah.
They really run a tight ship up there. It's a good location. You know, I've had some good times in Mansfield. They're all good, but in a different way. So if you can, try and get some more.
Next one is Sanctuary, isn't it? It's going to be Ed and Owens.
No, I've gutted I can't make it.
25th and 26th. I can make it now. Yeah.
Good man.
So, yeah.
You can now. You got that.
I can do what I want.
Got a bit of time.
Bit of time, bit of money. No, Craig Bass. You bass, bass.
It's Craig bass. Did he tell us whether it was bass or bass?
Probably.
I
just
don't remember. Okay, Craig bass. We'll say that for now. Hi guys. Sorry I haven't sent any questions recently, as I've moved back to Wales and haven't had the chance. I hope it moved went well. What is your favourite scenario to play and why? I'm going to guess yours. Can I guess yours? I think yours is domination.
Oh, I was in the. Okay, so are we talking about the points ones?
You just said what's your favourite scenario.
Okay. It is the points ones, yeah, domination. I like domination. It's a good, fair scenario.
Yeah, domination's good.
This
battle was good. Once upon a time.
Back when your horses didn't count.
Yeah, that was those were the days. Back when Legolas couldn't pick your horse.
Yeah. when Legolas was stuck with a random roll and horses didn't count.
Back when can anybody remember Get Buff Battery? It was a fantastic YouTube show. I suggest you all type in Get Buff Battery. Brilliant series. It won't ever happen again.
One nature's wrath and it's all over.
It's all over. You go 500 press-ups, James. Even I wouldn't get that high.
Next up we got Andreas, the Norwegian Viking.
How is your YouTube channel going?
How is your leg? Have you heard about this?
I don't know.
When he ran his tournaments, I think it was at the end when he's packing away or something, he really damaged his leg.
Doing what?
Packing stuff away, I think something smacked into his leg.
What, badly?
Yeah.
Like ligaments and tendons and stuff?
Yeah, I followed him on Facebook, was watching the story.
Oh my gosh.
And there's something like he's got like a blood clot in his leg now or something.
Oh my days.
Can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, get well soon. I'm sure we'll hear about it.
Blood clots are not for winners.
He says, "Hi guys, wargaming is dangerous business. My leg is not good. I might have a blood clot from a tear in the calf muscle."
Holy
moly.
A blood clot from tearing the calf muscle. That's really interesting. When we were in year 7, a friend of mine got pied. Can you remember pied?
Oh yeah.
When everyone jumps on someone. Pileys, yeah, that's right. And my mate at the bottom got he was nails, like a proper solid lad, and he had to go to hospital because he got blood clot in his leg. Almost as good as the times the person who sprayed deodorant on their arm and it burned the skin off their arm. School
times. Great start to his vacation, but pain and sleepless nights have made me paint a lot, so that's good. It will all be better soon. I believe James is back, if not, ignore this part. Welcome back. Hope you had an amazing time on your honeymoon. My question this time is, I know that Yasnik has been modelled with a lance mounted and with an axe on foot. There seems to be a conflict with the rules regarding this, as you can only use special strikes with the weapon modelled on. Would you allow the mounted version to piercing strike, even though the axe is not modelled on? No. Sorry, just not an axe, can't pierce a strike. Lance is better anyway. Couldn't use them in conjunction.
No.
Lance would be better, most times, so when you're charging.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we've got Sebastian. Oh yeah, okay. Sebastian Avery. Hi guys, sorry. Due to exams, I've been out of the loop. Well, I hope you did well, pal. But to get back in, my question is, how much do Games Workshop actually know about GBHL's independent tournaments and the channel? And if they knew the huge and growing community existed, would they support the hobby more? That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think we know the answer, but it's a good question.
I think that the staff members are probably aware of it, is what I think. Like the guys invested in the hobby on sort of the ground level, as it were.
Although I didn't get recognised in Games Workshop York, which I was devastated about. I went in there going, oh no, do you know how? No, mate, get out. Weirdo. No, we don't sell that game. I think that because we know, like we're on Facebook with a bunch of people, we've got friends, people who come to tournaments.
A lot of the guys in our local area know us and know our names and faces. And I remember someone telling me that they went into a Games Workshop and they said, someone mentioned me. They went, and the staff member was like, oh yeah, he's the guy who's given up his career to be a hobbyist. I was like, okay, how does he know that?
Legend.
Yeah.
American Sniper, legend.
I've not seen American Sniper.
It's really good. I watched it on the flight over.
Yeah.
It will be on Virgin. It'll be on. Watch it. It's really good. Really, really good.
Would they support the hobby more? It's gone. It
slipped away, I'm afraid, because it hasn't made them enough money.
Yeah. If we'd all have gone out and supported the hobby hugely when the Unexpected Journey came out, maybe we'd have more now. But it's that sort of too little, too late. I think they were expecting, especially lately with Age of Sigmar. It's been quite interesting because I've been reading a lot about more the history of wargaming. This is obviously Damien's sort of expertise, really. Yeah, because he's been around a long time. I was trying to find a way of saying that, then it didn't sound awful. It still sounded pretty awful.
It did. And I read a very, very good blog.
He's knowledgeable on the subject.
I read a very good blog. I can't remember who it was, but I read a really good blog by somebody who said that he used to work with them. And like back when Lord of the Rings came out, at 40k, like far outstrips selling the others by a huge.
40k.
It's huge compared to the other systems. Then it was Lord of the Rings, and when it was doing well, it was doing alright. It was nowhere near 40k, but it was doing really, really well. It was good for them, and that's why they were able to continue it on. And then Warhammer Fantasy didn't actually sell very well at all. So for any Warhammer Fantasy people who wonder why, there's been a huge change. It's because not getting enough new people into it, don't sell enough. And it's the same with the Hobbit. You know, I think they were expecting Unexpected Journey to have the same kind of boost and effect. And if you look at the plastics and stuff that were released early, very good plastics.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that was a sign that they were going to do it. And then you can see the point where they were like, no, we have not sold.
This has not sold. We might as well revert back to Finecast and make small amounts.
Yeah. So I'm afraid it's gone from their support, but that doesn't mean don't play the game, because we've got a great community.
Yeah. And next up, we've got Dr. Dan. He says, hi Jamie, question about the Patreon content, not strictly SBG. You said MP3s will be available for download. Any chance the full videos could be MP formatting? I suppose for things like tournament reviews, Palantir, and of course, Speak Friendly Question. Cheers, Dan. Yeah, that's something I could potentially do. I don't see why I couldn't. So yeah.
Well, would people be doing that presumably so they could watch it when they didn't have the internet?
Yeah. That's what I said. I put the MP3s up so that way you can use it as a podcast. You can download the MP3 and listen to it when you're not connected.
I've got obviously no idea why anybody would want to do that when they could watch me on Speak Friendly Question.
Yeah. This will be going out as an MP3.
Oh, will it?
Yeah.
Hi guys. So you didn't see Bilbo's cute face before?
No.
Well, if you're listening to this, then I suggest that you go and check him out because he's fit.
Well, that's one of the things I think why maybe they want the MP4s is because sometimes, you know, on Palantir or something, they say, right, we'll put this image on the screen, or if you look at this model, obviously if you listen to it, you can't, you miss all that. So if they can download the MP4, maybe that's something I'll start doing. It'll also mean I don't need to extract the audio from videos. So yeah, and I think I'll start doing that in replacements of, I think.
Yeah. I'll
do both because people have subscribed wanting MP3s. Yeah. Next up is Lewis Jackson.
Lewis Jackson.
Oh, that's going to be for later on.
Yeah, okay. So we got Wild Warg Gaming. He's put, hi GBHL. I really want to make a new Mirkwood list, but I don't know how to go about buying it for around £120-ish. Start thinking of price anymore. I'd like a 600 to 750 point list, but I'm struggling. Thanks for the comment, as always, Wild Gaming. So a new Mirkwood list. Well, let's fill up some of these points and cash quickly.
Are the Rangers £20 a box for 10? They're 25. So. They're 25, isn't it?
They're not 25.
I think they are.
Oh yeah, because Warriors are terrible on 20. Dale were 20.
And then the next ring were more expensive.
25.
Yeah. So I think if you've got 2 boxes of Rangers, that's £50. Maybe go on eBay if you've not got a Legolas already. Find a Legolas.
Yeah.
Because any Legolas will do.
Yeah.
So call it a £5 with postage. That's £55.
Yeah.
That's probably about 140, 280, 385.
Thranduil.
Get a Thranduil, yeah.
He's 30, is he? Or 25?
His mounted version.
Yeah.
Depends which one you go for.
Yeah.
If you go for a big chunky Thranduil, he's about 30 quid. Or you can get his foot model, is it 15?
Mm-hmm. Depends what kind of army you want to go for as well. Do you want to go for your shooty, sort of Ranger-esque army where you've got like the not beefed up Legolas and the not beefed up Thranduil, or do you want to go for,
Yeah, big Thranduil, big Legolas, and the Mirkwood.
The new Mirkwood soldiers. Maybe let us know for next week, so that'd be... Otherwise we've got 2 completely different builds for you, I think.
Next up we've got Elias Quint. He says, "Hello Jamie, this week I was wondering what you think of Rummel or Haldir." What do you think, Rummel or Haldir?
Oh, right, okay.
This is... Okay. Personally, I prefer Rummel, since I find that Swift Power Rule is useful against heroes and monsters. Also, if James is back, I hope you had a great honeymoon. Keep up the great work.
It was magical. Had a real good time, as they say over there. In fact, I think it says it on the back of me. I am actually wearing...
No, it doesn't.
It does. See you real soon or something.
See you real soon.
See you real soon. Welcome to the Port Orleans Riverside. Bow, 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 bow. It's well good. Oh, I'm still buzzing, it's great. I'm sure that people who watch the plants here have already been doing their own mug review. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And guess what?
Mr. Mouse.
There's the ears.
Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Right.
Yeah. Her one's white with silver.
Rummel or Haldir? On the whole, Rummel wins out 9 times out of 10. However, I have taken Haldir over Rummel in the past.
And you rated him.
Yep. And I think that's why in my Nova Open list that was all elves, Haldir got put in before Rummel.
Because it's a more shooty based list.
Just,
More bows.
Extra bow. Extra shot with might.
Extra shot with might. Does he got like a form of expert?
Yeah, he gets 2 shots. He gets 2 shots.
Yeah, 2 shots, yeah.
Same as Frasco and Draw.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't play elves, so I can't really...
Rummel will do more every match than Haldir will do every match.
Yeah. Okie dokie. So next up we got Hackathon 39. He's put only 18 questions. I think you guys must restructure, I think it's meant to put, with this loop, and your reward and punishment system. Well, I'm back, and I'm going to go for, I'm getting names. I know where you live. 18 questions isn't a lot, is it?
No, so this one's only got 17.
Oh, wow.
I know. The reason I think there was less questions on one of the weeks was because Damien and I did an audio, we did it via Skype.
Yeah.
So there was nothing to sort of watch, and I think even though people will probably do their painting whilst having this, you can flip back to it and you just don't see the sort of on-screen stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So it's not like you don't know where the questions are, I suppose.
Yeah,
so. Yeah. Well, let's expect more this time, guys. There's loads of you on the loop. Expect at least 30 questions next week. It's a good job I'm here to fill the hour while I'm catching up.
43 minutes already.
Woohoo!
I'd be done 20 minutes ago.
But seriously, thanks for answering my questions. And James, if you're here this week, skip if not. Hope you had a lovely time off, and I wish you all the best from now on. Certainly did, yeah. Great time. Questions. 1. I'm thinking of a fun new army just to test out. I'll sum it up so it's not that bad for you, Jamie.
Thanks.
Not cheese, I don't think, but fun for me to use and possibly a challenge for my opponent. 600 points to Berts, 2 Goblin Captains with shields, 3 Goblin Shamans, 34 Moria Goblins with shield, 31 Moria Goblins with spears. How many Shamans should you have with these numbers?
You got 3.
He's got 3 Shamans.
Yeah, three's plenty for them. They'll cover easily the line, and Durbers has got a 12-inch standfast, so broken's probably not going to happen, but
yeah,
it's a lot of goblins.
There's a lot of goblins. That's at 600 points.
Yeah.
Oh, just That's not a game you want. Okay, number 2. What model for you best replicates an amazing moment in the film? For me, it has to be Aragorn in Helm's Deep, armoured up, charging forward. Yeah, that's a good one. Just reminds me of him leading the elves against 10,000 Uruk-hai, and imagining the music blasting out.
What kind of moment?
So, basically,
an amazing moment in the film.
Yeah, a model that replicates. Which best replicates?
I quite like the Breaking of the Fellowship Gandalf fighting the Balrog.
Yeah, it's well good.
A
lot. I was actually going to say a lot of the Gandalfs.
Yeah, Gandalf's always good. I think most of the Breaking of the Fellowship are pretty decent as well. None of the Defenders of Helm's Deep set. That's awful. Oh no, Heroes of Rohan. It's an awful set for that question. Or stood there with, oh, give me the accent.
Yeah.
Helmets under hand.
Not things that from not epic moments from the movie.
Yeah.
I like his one about Aragorn holding the sword.
Yeah,
I think
that is quite cool.
That is a pretty cool one. A couple of Theodens are quite nice.
Yeah.
You know, like in terms of Pelennor and stuff like that. Right, and number 3, you put with breaking, bow limit, etc. Round up or down. So we're breaking.
Yeah.
Do you round up or down?
So if you've got 17, you go to 9. You round up to 10, don't you? And with your bow limit, let's say you had 7, you would go to 2.3. So you'd be allowed 3 bows. You round up, don't you?
Yeah. There you go. Nice easy one. So next up we've got Stephen Gill.
Stephen Gill, he says, sorry not posted a question in a while. By the time I watch an episode, I've usually missed the deadline. Oh yeah. My question is on using Saruman in an Isengard list. Is it better to use him like a big stick? But if you end up committing him, you'll end up losing the voice of Saruman. What? Like a big stick.
A big stick. A beat stick.
A beat stick.
Basically, do you use him in a combat role? Maybe.
God, no.
No.
I'm just not familiar with using a... Oh, I've opened something else. Google, go away. It's back. I'm just not familiar with using a wizard, and he seems like a big point sink. Is it worth having him in, say, a 750 point list? Is 500 point list a no-no? I'd say he's probably valid in both point scales there. With wizards, you want to use him to stick behind the line, blast away, and transfix or immobilise their big guys.
Shut them down. That's the best role.
And let your warriors just do them.
I liked something that you said on the Facebook group when someone mentioned about wizards.
Oh, wizards! Like
your comment was good about they bring a mechanic into the game that isn't replicated by anything else.
It's another layer of it. They bring another layer to the game, and that there's a reason they're in all tournament winning lists.
Look at me when I played against the wizard for the first time.
Oh yeah,
that was a
Saruman,
time.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it was my first time using.
Lying up behind the window so you can't see. I just see you. Boom.
Oh yeah, James Braun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a bit of a schooling. That was one of my first ones.
Yeah.
But also down at Titans versus you, and we did the Shadow and Sorcery.
What was the
wizards? We both had Gandalf, and I was just trying to copy you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was copying with like I'll cast blind.
I'll heroic channel as well.
Like casters, seriously, they really do bring in game changing.
Yeah.
Sort of, like game changing.
Yeah.
And definitely worth it. So if you can get them in, 500 points is tough to get in.
Yeah, 500 points. You have to be then proficient with your wizard to get the most out of them because they can be a bit of a point sink. Definitely a 700. You want to be doing that. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks very much for that. Was it
Stephen Gill?
Stephen Gill. So that means that next up we have got Lewis Jackson. He's got, hi guys, new to the loop, but love watching your videos. I love Mirkwood Elves and already have a big army. But he's put 100 point here. He's the guy who said 1,000 points. 1,000 points. But in a 1,000 point army for my leaders, what do you think of new Thranduil, new Legolas, Elrond, and the Wonder Woman Lady Galadriel? Thanks for answering, and look forward to the next Speak Friend question 81. So he loves Mirkwood Elves and he already has a big army, but in 1,000 points for his leaders, what do we think for those selections?
The new Thranduil, Legolas, Elrond. Is that new Elrond as well?
I'm guessing it will be.
Yeah. New Elrond gets the free heroic strike, doesn't he?
He does, which is pretty handy.
It's pretty decent, but 9 times out of 10, or most times, he's not going to need the free heroic strike. I think Elrond's not needed. I think old Elrond will do just as good for you there.
And you can put him on a horse.
Yeah.
We're anything but we're always consistent.
Yeah. New Gladriel's cool. She'll keep them all safe from magic, and God, you got Caspian in Light essentially in there with her.
I don't think you need new Legolas if you took new Thranduil.
No.
You would maybe take old Legolas.
Yeah. He just shoots as well, and new Thranduil's going to go on foot.
On foot?
Yeah, he's better on foot.
He's very good on foot, yeah.
Just charge in with the horse.
Do you think starting him on horse?
Start him on horse, charge in, after that first turn, dismount. Come at me.
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all very good heroes. I think it's a very good list.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good list. Looks great as well.
Yeah.
The models are
very
cool. So next up we've got Aeon 90Q1.
Yeah, Aeon. Aeon. He says, "Hey guys, I'd like to know about Glorfindel's armour options. In different rulebooks it's stated that he comes with a light armour. In the Free Peoples he's not, but there is an option to take the Gondolin armour, which is described as a heavy armour. So my question is, at which defensive value is he played, and with and without the armour Gondolin? Thanks, and keep up the good work." So basic, he is defence 5. With the armour of Gondolin he becomes defence 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think all rulebooks probably had him. It would have taken him to defence 6, wouldn't it? That if he was already wearing armour and being defence 5. So, yeah, it is defence 5 basic, defence 7 with armour.
Yeah, and that's because he's not wearing armour in the
book.
Yeah. It took me a while to get my head around that at first. You know, because you're looking at it and you're like, well, you know, does he go up to defence 6? No, because he's not got armour. He goes up to defence 7.
I'll just read this a small one, then you can have the one afterwards. Torrent TLA says, "Hi guys, how would you go about beating Smaug? Thanks."
Well,
Well,
I'll let you say what you think. I know you want to say those 2 words together.
Double dragon. Double dragon. Well, it depends, like, what armour you take. Like, do you know you're playing Smaug to begin with? Like, if it's at tournaments and Smaug rocks up, I think I'll be like, oh, God.
This is going to be tough.
I don't even know how I'd deal with him. Shoot.
Yeah,
it's not going to work though.
Bit of blinding light will help.
Well, that'll help, yeah. But he'll have to commit. It's that barge. That barge is disgusting. He just has it all.
Jay Clare took him, didn't he?
Yeah, he came second.
But he played against the 3 Ringmaves and Felbeasts.
One with a Mongol blade.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what Ed said. Mongol blade's amazing.
Did Jay make the mistake of telling Ed what he was taking?
I think Ed knew so there was going to be a Smaug there.
There would be one, so he paid for the Mongol blade.
Yeah, I would. I'd take a Mongol blade anyway with a point of will.
Yeah.
Just doing that one here, a tree bird and a fate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've theorised this. I think it would be a cool thing for us to do.
Yeah, definitely as a child background.
But even as a series, how to kill Smaug, and just like different theories, get people to send them in, and then just do like a match.
Just do it, yeah.
Just like head to head.
I think James Braun's obsessed with 4 orc bolt throwers. So cheap, like 50 points a pop.
Right.
And then like if they do hit, they do half wounds, so they should do him in like a turn or 2. Which is a quite interesting thing, because 4 orc bolt throwers aren't great in game, but they're not a waste against other ones. You just go for 4 shots at your general then.
Yeah.
And if it hits him, he's dead.
Yeah, and especially in scenario play, that's a good bonus.
Yeah.
That's a bonus if you can do that.
But yeah, so it's interesting.
I can't wait to come across it the first time, because I'm going to just, you know that feeling. You're just going to be like, oh, this is going to take a lot.
Yeah, I just don't think I have to do it.
I'm going to be so tired at the end of this.
I just don't think it would be possible for my armies to deal with.
Well, we've got Longbow.
Yeah.
That's a 700 points tournament.
Max your Smaug there.
So there's a chance.
Yeah.
And we've then got the Nova Open.
Yeah.
Which is 700 points.
Well, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, it's Nova 700. If one of us draws a Smaug, you'd be like, oh.
No. Oh no.
Like Smaug in the high ground. Have you seen the high ground scenario? It's worked out by the number of points that you have on the hill.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's like Smaug lands on the hill, game's over. He kills one of your models and just sits there for the rest of the game.
Do you reckon I can get Smaug painted in time?
No. You can get it built in time.
Jay Clare said that his didn't take that long. He sprayed. I think he sprayed it red. Looks nice.
Yeah.
He's done a good job.
I guess you spray it red, and sort of. If I was skilled enough, I'd risk doing it just like a dusting of black over it. So
airbrush it.
Yeah.
Airbrush it. Yeah. That might be going to a commission painter.
Smaug to a commission painter. You made it, money.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No.
Because I spent all that money on it so that I can work on it and I can enjoy that. But I need to get better first.
Yeah. The last question was in reference to that one earlier about Thorin and Legolas.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that is the end.
Wow. Well, it has been much fun. It's been lots and lots of fun. It's really, really good to be back. Did you enjoy having me back?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dragged it out for an extra half an hour.
If there is one thing I'm quite good at, it is dragging the Speak Friendly questions out. But one thing that we do want is, of course, for you to make sure that you ask your questions below, so we get more than 18 next week.
Yeah.
And we should be able to get together next week. We should be able to get together. There's no reason why not. So, guys, well, I think I remember the words. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Support your hobby. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and support me on Patreon.
Yes. Support Jamie. Because
that can be in place now of in place of like and follow. Support me on Patreon.
Support me on Patreon. Are you putting a link up and stuff like that?
I will be.
Yeah.
Well, it's already in the description below.
It's in the description, and keep an eye out for my Patreon coming soon. You know, I could do with it. Beer money, I drink all the time.
I need this to pay rent.
Yeah, no, and that's what we want. We want it so that I'm sure all of us, myself included, I'm sure Damien and Tom would agree that we all want Jamie to be able to be around to make videos all the time.
Be around. Be hunted.
To take the damn pressure off. Just to constantly make videos. I've got like a GBHL workhouse in mind. Just you in there, like constantly just making content. Great stuff, guys, and we'll see you next week.